when you use the word chaos, like in the regular language, even in philosophy, actually, it means that there is something negative about it, like there is the lack of order. What we mean is lack of order, lack of security, lack of meaning. And you say, oh, that's chaotic. It even became something pejorative to say, oh, that's chaotic. But in fact, if you come back to the etymology, and the etymology is not everything, but sometimes that's interesting to come back to the etymology. Because I sometimes say to my students, language talk on itself, with itself sometimes. And so when you use the word chaos, that comes from Latin, that comes from Greek with a K. That's the reason why I put K, the Greek word, because in Greek it hasn't been subverted yet. The meaning hasn't been subverted, and it means void. In fact, it means void, but it doesn't mean void like emptiness. I distinguish in my work emptiness and void, because when you think about emptiness in English, that means that there is something lacking, something is missing, so you have to fill it with something else, with something. But when you're talking about void, that's different. That means, in a way, if you want to use the word empty, that it's empty of any representation. That means it's so full, it's so full of potential, even more than potential. We could call it would be great if we could try to manage to find another word, that it is not limited yet. It hasn't been limited yet with a structure, with something that makes it what it is. So with an order. So nothing is missing. On the contrary, when you are, in a way, getting out of chaos, you are having an order that is actually a fixation, that is actually a limit. But the origin of all order is actually the creative power of chaos. So chaos is not something that is smaller because it will be empty. It's something that is too big to be actually structured yet. So it's the potential, the creative potential of every kind of structure.